Hello, I'm Caroline Derby, the 19th Countess of Derby, and I'm standing beside a portrait bust of William Shakespeare. And in my hand, I'm holding something rather extraordinary. It is nothing to do with the orchestra and conducting. This is a dowel. This is an Elizabethan dowel, which is kind of like a peg. And I want to talk to you today about the very exciting reality. It started off as a dream, but it's now a reality, of the Shakespeare North Playhouse, which is in Prescot, our local town. And why do we have that theatre here? Well, it's quite simply the family were interlinked with William Shakespeare for most of their lives. The fourth Earl of Derby had the largest household in the country at the time. He had 120 staff. Goodness knows how he fed them, but he did. And as part of that, with all the people who came to stay, he had performers, and it was actually in his era that troupes of players and acrobats started doing the entertainment. And they were first called, the first troupe were called Derby's Men. They then go into Lord Chamberlain's Men and Lord Strange's Men, but it all starts off with the fourth Earl of Derby. The fifth Earl, his son, is Ferdinando, who a lot of people will have heard about. He was obsessed by theatre, and it's really largely due to him that when he was growing up as heir apparent, that he spent so much time with the theatre. And unfortunately, because he had such a strong claim to the throne, but through his mother, Margaret Clifford, we think he was probably poisoned very early on. After he became Earl. And so his younger brother, William, became the sixth Earl. So in a number of years, you've got the fourth, fifth and sixth Earl all being patrons of this particular man, William Shakespeare. So in 2004, when it was announced that Liverpool was going to be capital of culture, the city of capital of culture, this started off as the brainchild of Nicholas Helm, who was an architect. And he wanted to build a replica theatre outside the park walls of Knowsley Hall because that's where an original Elizabethan Prescot Playhouse had been. And sure enough, 20 years later, we now have that dream. We have an Elizabethan-built replica theatre without any single screws used. It has been built using these. I very much hope that you will enjoy coming to see the world-class performances by well-known Shakespearean actors in some of William Shakespeare's plays and other plays in the Prescot Playhouse, Cockpit at Court.